Happy New Year! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2023. I'm so grateful that we are actually in the new year. Happy New Year to all of you. In today's video, I'm going to be making a Swedish traditional dish, and this is a casserole made of potatoes, onions, and it's called Janssons Frestelse. It is a Swedish food recipe that is usually made during the holidays, and this is a meal that was actually named after a food-loving opera singer from the early 1900s, and it was first published in 1940 and later became established as a classic of the Swedish Christmas dinner table, which is also known as the Yule board. Well, in 2022 December, I was actually opportune to attend the Swedish Christmas table, which is actually known as Yule board, and it was wonderful. I loved it, and I decided to try it out. So the first thing you need to do is slice your Irish potatoes into thin slices like I'm doing here, and make sure that it is well sliced. Okay, after that we're going to slice two yellow onions. I'm also going to put it in the description box, every ingredient that I use. Now, the reason why I decided to make this for New Year was because I'd actually tried out different other recipes for Christmas, and if you have not seen the Christmas marinade series, you need to see that. I tried a lot of meals and it was great, so I decided for New Year, since I'm living in Sweden, it would really be nice for me to try one of their delicacies, and this is one meal that I really love. So after slicing the onions, make sure that you slice them into thin slice. I don't really know the reason why they pick the yellow onions over the red onions. So if you are just seeing me or you are just hearing my voice, so you're coming across this channel, please subscribe and like this video. Here we talk about food recipes, healthy food recipes, and meal prepping ideas for busy women. Okay, so in a pan, you're going to add some butter and then put in that onions. Make sure that you fry this a bit. I added a little bit of salt to that. And once your onions look like this, after about 5 minutes, on the medium heat, you're going to take it out, and then we are going to start making our Janssons Frestelse. Yeah. So in a glass pan like this, you're going to put in the potatoes, and because we're going to be baking this, you're going to be arranging this in layers, and since it's a casserole, we are going to make this like in layers. So once you've put the first layer of potatoes, you're going to put in the onions, which we have just cooked with some butter. Now, once you've done that, make sure that it goes round, because we want the flavor to move around this dish. Now, after that, you're going to put in this fish. It's actually for Africans, this is not really a common fish. We're usually used to sardine, but this particular fish, it's a very tiny fish. It's called, I need to be clear on the name of the fish. It's called anchovy fillets, and I used about 100 grams of this. So you're going to put this in. Actually, for the next video that I will try out, I'm going to try using salmon for this. Now, once you've put in the fish, you're also going to repeat the process. Just put in the potatoes again on top of it. Remember that we're trying to create layers. Okay, if at this point you're enjoying what you're seeing, please like this video and also share to your friends and family. Now, the reason why I love trying out different dishes from different continents, it's because you tend to appreciate the diversity in eating different meals, not just your regular meals. Now, repeat the process, put the potatoes, put the onions, and then you're also going to put the anchovy fillets. And then we're going to come to the star of this recipe. Now, once you've actually arranged this, I had so much fun doing this because I mean, this is one meal that I have not made before. This is actually my first time of trying this dish. And I told myself that I have to do it right. And I bet you guys will be so impressed with the outcome of this recipe. Now, pour in a little bit of brine from that anchovy fillet. And I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. As an African woman, I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper, but I still want to maintain the way the recipe is as a standard Swedish meal. So I don't want to add any other thing. Now, after adding black pepper, we're going to pour in some whipping cream or heavy cream, anyone that you want, whipping or heavy cream. Now, pour that in. You don't need to fill the top of the casserole. Just pour it to a certain extent that you can see, and then I'm going to add in some breadcrumbs. Now if you can have breadcrumbs from home, like the one that you make at home, that is perfectly fine, but I got this at the supermarket and it really turned out nice. Now we're going to bake this in the oven for 30 minutes to 45 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. So depending on the kind of oven that you have, now you're going to bake that. Now for New Year, it is incomplete without some beef. So I'm going to be grilling some ribs. I got this ribs at the farmers market and I really loved it. So I used the bell pepper marinade to marinate this ribs. Now these ribs, oh God, they turned out so good. If you have not seen the bell pepper marinade, the recipe, please check for that recipe. You need to try it out. Now once I've arranged everything in the pan, I'm going to add some bell pepper marinade just to make it more delicious and take it to another level. And I'm just going to pour this on top of every single rib and I'm going to massage that gently, just spread it round, and I'm going to grill this for about 30 minutes in the oven. Now later on I would love to use the ribs and just have it with probably some wine for New Year. I don't really want to do much for New Year. This is just a very simple and classy dish that you can actually make for friends and family if you have them around. And you can also have this for weekend brunch or dinner. Now, once that is done, our Janssons Frestelse is ready. This is what it looks like, guys. This is so good. Now, after it's out of the oven, you're going to cover it with some foil paper for about 5 minutes just to trap the heat in. And then this is it. Guys, this is it. I made my first Swedish meal and it is so good. Now we're going to get some into a plate and we're going to have a taste of this. Guys, if you really enjoy this recipe, please let me know in the comments. Also share to your friends and family and subscribe to my channel. Here we talk about food, healthy meals, and great meal prepping ideas. If you're Swedish, please comment below. Did I really try? Did I give it all my best? And what do you think about this? Would you try this? So do not forget to subscribe and I'll see you in my next video. Happy New Year.